Hi everyone, I'm super excited again to welcome you all to another session of this community conversation. Today, we are going to discuss the million-dollar question we keep asking, and that is why we continue to stay in the same relationship even when we know that this relationship is not working, this is not the right partner, this relationship is toxic. But guess what? We continue to stay for that long, and at times we stay forever. Why? That is what we are going to discuss today. So if you are new, please hit the sub button, invite others to join this community as we are going to discuss why we continue to stay in the same relationship even when we know this relationship is not going to work. At the initial stage of any relationship, we most of the time conscious of everything. We notice the red flags, we notice the other person's behavior, character, attitude, and that is the period where everybody is putting on their best behavior. Of course, it's a probation period. Nobody wants to show their other side. And as time goes on in that relationship, we hibernate. We get used to, we normalize things. We don't notice too much the red flag anymore. We don't notice the toxicity in that relationship anymore. I'll give you an example. If you just enter into a compound that put on a generator, at the initial stage, the noise is very loud, it's very annoying. But trust me, if you stay for some time in that compound, you get used to the noise. You don't feel the noise that much anymore. And when you leave that compound, the silence you are going to have, you'll be like, wow, that compound was very, very, very noisy. You will only notice when you walk out. But as long as you're in that relationship, you have hibernated, you have get used to, you don't notice the toxicity of that relationship anymore. And that is what keeps most of us for that long into a relationship, even when we know it's not working, this is not the right partner, this is not the right relationship, but we stay because we've get used to, we've normalized things. One of the many reasons why we continue to stay in the wrong relationship for that long or maybe forever, it comes down to one thing only, and it's because of fear. And fear always comes in different form, and we always hide behind it. Fear will make you believe that one day that person will change. That hope is called fear. That hope is what makes most of us stay in the wrong relationship. That hope is what makes most of us stay in that toxic relationship. That hope is what makes us stay with that wrong partner for that long or maybe forever, hoping that he or she will change at one point in time. And by the time you notice, you've spent 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. Fear can also make you care more about others' opinion than yours. Thinking that if I decide to leave this relationship, what kind of judgment my parents will throw at me, what society will say about me, what my friends will say about me. Then we stay. And that is what Marcus Aurelius was talking about, the great Roman emperor. He said, it never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than others, but we care more about others' opinion than ours. So we stay because we don't want that judgment. Fear. Listen to me. Fear can make you feel like being alone is worse than being in the wrong relationship. Most of us, we don't want to be alone. We are scared of solitude. And solitude is the strength. It's the time you take to understand yourself better. You introspect, you understand your thoughts, your emotion. And it's not going to be for a long period. Being alone is just a short period. It's like you are charging your battery. It prepares you for the next relationship, how we are going to handle it. But we are scared to be alone. Instead, we hold on to the wrong partner. We hold on to the wrong relationship. And that is what Plato was saying. He said the first and best victory is to conquer self. All because of fear. We are scared to be alone. So we prefer to be in the wrong relationship. We prefer to stay with the wrong partner. But we don't want to be alone. Fear. And trust me, fear can make you think that the amount of years you've spent in that relationship determine the quality of that relationship, which is not true. It doesn't matter how many years you have been together in that relationship. It's the quality. It's the quality. But fear can make you think like that. You see, most of the things we are looking for in life, not just in a relationship, is always behind that fear we have. If you can able to break through that fear, all what we are looking for is always behind that fear. But that fear is what blocks us from achieving it. That fear is what holds us back for that long in that toxic relationship or in the wrong relationship. Fear. We just need to break through. We cannot just be thinking about it, because if we continue to think about it, we will never move. The fear will always be there. But when we take action, we break through. And that is what Clement Stone was saying. He said, thinking will never overcome fear, but action will. Let me know what you think about this topic. Share your thoughts below in the comment section. And please invite others to join this community. Thanks. I appreciate you all. Thanks for the subscription. See you next time.